Hi everyone, this is daveac.blip.tv and this is my vblog 138 for Friday the 11th of March 2011, a day that's turning out to be a very bad day indeed for an enormous natural disaster that's hit Japan. Their largest ever recorded, well on record, earthquake at 8.9 on the Richter scale, that because it was out to sea has also caused a tsunami that's in itself caused tremendous devastation. Lots of the new major buildings in Japan are earthquake safe, as it were, but they've had a number of shocks leading to this very, very large one, and then the coastline has been devastated by this tsunami wave, which is now spreading out across the Pacific. It's travelled, I think it's reached and gone past Hawaii, and there's all these low-lying islands in the Pacific, and we just don't know what the trail of devastation will be all the way across to the Americas, and very, very sad day and day. We'll just have to hope that the loss of life is absolutely at a minimum. The countries across the Pacific have had plenty of warning that this tsunami is coming, but of course on these low-lying islands there's not really a lot that they can do about it. So very, very sad day. So with that in mind, I'm just going to plod on with my vblog. There's no music, there's no DVD, but I have got a little video, and I most certainly have the wine at the end. But I've also got quite a bit of science fiction, space and tech news to get through. We seem to have had some news-heavy episodes in the last 3 or 4 episodes. Okay, let's start as usual with Doctor Who Podshock. Well, there isn't a Doctor Who Podshock episode up, although of course Lewis might have put one up by the time I get this uploaded onto the blip.tv site. He has indeed put up a Sonic News Driver episode, but no new Podshock. But we know he's got plenty of material that they gathered at Galley 22, so they should be coming thick and fast as soon as he can get them out. Well, the Cult and Collective have been getting their episodes out. Yes, on Sunday that's just gone, we did our episode 88 on voice-over actors, and you can listen to that on the TalkShoe page itself, 54821. You can go to our blog at cultdom.com. You can even go to places like my blog at daveac New Media, or indeed subscribe to us on iTunes. Now, in the middle of the week, we put up another of our tributes to Nicholas Courtney, who played the Brigadier. That's Mike Randall-Thor, Ian the Switch Doctor, and myself chose the episode Battlefield to do a commentary on as a tribute. Now, this aired in 1989 from the 6th to the 27th of September, at least here in the UK, those were the air dates. And it was a 4-part story, so we're doing it in 2 parts. The commentary for Battlefield Parts 1 and 2 is already up on the feed, and hopefully in the next week or so, Mike, Ian and myself can get together and do the second half of that commentary. And this coming Sunday, on the 13th of March, I couldn't remember the month every episode 89, Kids in Sci-Fi and Child Actors. So try and join that at the usual time of 2 PM Eastern Standard Time, TalkShoe ID 54821. Or failing that, hopefully you'll give us a listen later and enjoy it. Other piece of Doctor Who news from the Doctor Who news page is that the date for the airing of Series 6 of Doctor Who has now been announced. BBC America will be showing the first episode on Saturday, the 23rd of April at 9 PM Eastern Standard Time. That's 8 PM Central. And I've got a feeling that may well be the same day as it airs here in the UK. I'm not sure whether we're a week or so earlier than that, but to tell you the truth, because I didn't want to be spoiled about things that are happening on Doctor Who and Series 6, I haven't really checked that out. But it is approaching us quite fast. It will soon be here, folks. Another piece of science fiction news, but not on the TV. Again, from the Doctor Who news page is where I heard about it, and that is the National Space Centre here in the UK at Leicester is having a Brit ScFi charity event, and that will be on the, oh, let me get the date right. I said that on the 19th to the 20th of March, and they've got special guests there, and let me have a read of it. Guests include Jerry Anderson, Thunderbirds Captain Scarlet, Gareth Thomas, who played Blake in Blake 7, and of course they're having also the original K9 will be joining Doctor Who, Torchwood Spooks and Primeval writer James Moran. So that looks a really good event, and of course there will be lots of props from Doctor Who there as well. So that really looks a good event. Now from sci-fi to space. Well, a couple of days ago, on the 9th of March, the Space Shuttle Discovery made its final landing. And if you go to my, it's twitpic.com/photos/daveac, I put a couple of pictures up there of Discovery on its final touchdown. I was lucky because Ian the Sixth Doctor just tweeted about it being on the live on the Ustream, the NASA Ustream page, and so I was able to watch it live, and I put a couple of quick screen caps up there on the TwitPic. So that was a really exciting and thankfully safe and uneventful landing. And one other space-related thing, Voyager 1, yes, they're still in touch with it, although it's now right at the extreme edge of the sun's influence. It's going to go out into interstellar space very soon, but they are still doing maneuvers with it, which just shows, because they want to check the magnetic influence of the sun on it, so they're changing its alignment to see when they go into actually interstellar space. So that is brilliant that they are still able to get an immensely tiny signal from it, and it will take controls. Unbelievable, but very exciting. Okay, well, the other last piece of space news I've got is that last Sunday was episode 700 of The Sky at Night, presented by Sir Patrick Moore, a 1-hour episode, and it really was a good episode. And in a slight tribute alongside that, I found one of my videotapes. I was looking for something else, but it had a part recording of A Sky at Night from 1987. That's around the 420th episode of The Sky at Night, and it's Patrick Moore advising people about what to do if they want to buy their first telescope. And in a moment, I'm going to move my camera over to view the other, because I've got it set up on my second PC. I'm just hoping that this camera's going to behave. I did a 14-minute vblog. I was almost at the end of it, and the camera froze up, so we're having to do the whole thing again, which means I can have another sip of my wine, but never mind. Let's move the camera. And here we are. We're on my DAC 100 YouTube page, and this is the I'm only going to do it in the small screen because I wanted you to see that it says Sky at Night, Buying a Telescope, Patrick Moore, November 1987. So you can either go to my DAC 100 site, I'll put that in Google and you should find it. Let's hear the great man himself.
On my main topic of opinion. I've been having a great many letters from people who say, I want to buy a telescope for Christmas, either for myself or for my son or daughter. What should I get? Now, do let me stress, please, that what I'm going to say now represents my own opinion, and others may not agree, but I can only see that I find that I have been looking through telescopes for so many years. And I must begin by showing you my own first telescope. Here it is. It's a 3-inch refractor, and I had it when I was a boy of 11. That goes back to 1934. It wasn't new then. I think it must have been built around about 1910. And I called it a 3-inch refractor, because it collects its light for a lens or object glass 3 inches across. But before going any further, may I please give that one of my own particular hobby horses, whatever you
I'll just let him mention this bit because it's important.
Any telescope or any pair of binoculars. I know that I've given this warning many times. It really is important, and I don't apologize for repeating it.
Never look directly at the sun through a telescope. And while we've got the camera over here, let me just show you. This is the National Space Centre, and this is the event where it shows that Jerry Anderson and Gareth Thomas and James Moran there, and some of the things, Daleks and props. So that really looks a good event. And the thing I put up there, as I say, for Patrick Moore, obviously if I'm asked to, I will take that down off my site, but it really is up there as a tribute to Patrick Moore and 700 episodes of the Sky at Night. Well, things are going okay at the moment, so keep your fingers crossed. If we do have a freeze from now on, I'm actually going to carry on because, as I say, this is the second almost complete run through. And here's the wine for today. It's a Rioja Reserva, Burgo Vigio, is that? Now, it's not actually got a year on it, but it has, I think, been stored in some sort of oak barrels. It is a Reserva, and that usually means it's been a couple of years before it's brought for sale. And we're going to hope that that's going to freeze frame, so you can read that at your pleasure. Mainly Tempranillo, it's mainly Tempranillo, the grape. And this is one of those wines that I got in my 3 for $10 from Asda. Remember, that's like Walmart. Nominally, it should be £6. So nominally, it's a $8 or $9 wine, a €6 or €7 wine. But it was one of the ones that was offered as a bargain with the others. So I actually paid $5 for it, really, in effect. And we've had lots of nice forest fruit smells coming over. Let's have a taste. And there's lots of nice vanilla oak in that. Nice balance actually with the fruit. It's as I say, it's like these fruits of the foresty type, blackcurrant and some red berry there. But there's a lovely, it's a nice long finish as well. But there's a nice vanilla-y oak coming through there. A little bit of a spice. It says quite a lot of spice on there, but I'm just getting the hints of spice on this. Oh, they're nice. And it does suggest that it goes well with pasta meals, which is rather fortunate because I'm hoping to have a spaghetti bolognese in a very short while from now. And actually, I think that's rather nice. I think it deserves another. I always bring the bottle back up if I think it deserves it. So that's Dave AC showing you what he'll be drinking later today, mainly hoping that there could be a quiz that Mike does tonight, and I shall be in fine form for it. Anyway, one last call out. Very, very tragic events on this tsunami and earthquake in Japan. I do hope that the devastation is not as large as it is feared it's going to be, and it just shows you that nothing is certain in this world. So enjoy your life, behave, but enjoy your life, because you never know. Let's hope we'll drink to many more happy days after this. So with that, this is Dave AC saying catch you next week on my blip.tv vblog. Bye all. Bye.